Hey, did you know some of the everyday habits you've been doing for years might actually be harming your eyes after 60? You might not even notice it, but your daily habits are silently contributing to age-related vision loss, even when everything seems fine. In this video, we're diving into 7 daily habits that could be damaging your eyes and, more importantly, how to fix them. From skipping UV protection to rubbing your eyes or not managing your blood pressure, these habits are more common than you think, and they're directly affecting your healthy aging eyes. But here's the good part. Once you understand these habits and the damage they cause, small, impactful changes can protect your vision for years to come. And the best part? You don't have to be perfect, just consistent. Whether you've already noticed blurry vision at night or just want to stay ahead of potential issues, this video is for you. So if you've ever wondered how to protect vision naturally, prevent macular degeneration, or slow down cataract development, this is the video that could change everything. Stick with me through the next few minutes, and let's tackle these habits together. After 60, your eyes aren't failing, they're adapting. Like a camera lens that slowly loses clarity, the eye's lens becomes more vulnerable, the retina gets more sensitive to damage, and tears evaporate faster. That's why dry eyes in seniors are so common, and age-related vision loss can sneak in quietly. None of this means the body's given up, it just needs smarter care now, more than ever. Here's the empowering part. Many eye changes are influenced by modifiable habits, things within your control, like light exposure, screen time, and overall health routines. In other words, eye health after 60 isn't all about genetics, it's a series of small, consistent choices. Think of vision care for older adults like maintaining a classic car. You don't wait for the engine to fail. You keep up with the small things, checking the oil, protecting the paint. The same goes for your eyes. Simple actions, like protecting them from UV rays and managing dryness, can help protect vision naturally, even if you've already noticed some changes. No one needs perfection. Improving just a couple of habits can slow age-related vision loss, improve comfort, and help with glaucoma awareness and macular degeneration prevention. Just pick what's doable and start building momentum. And speaking of small choices that have a big impact, here's one that nearly everyone overlooks, and it might be secretly undermining your cataract prevention without you even knowing it. Habit number 1: not protecting your eyes from UV light, even on not sunny days. Most people treat sunglasses like an accessory, something to match an outfit or stash in the glove compartment. But after 60, that mindset can work against you. At this point, sunglasses aren't about style, they're essential, like safety gear. Here's what many miss: UV light doesn't care if it's cloudy or sunny. Exposure adds up over decades, and that cumulative effect plays a real role in age-related vision loss. Studies show that higher lifetime UVB exposure significantly raises the risk of cataracts. In simple terms, every unprotected hour in the sun matters, even those mild, overcast days. Why does this hit harder after 60? The eye's lens naturally becomes more vulnerable. It's like an old photo left out in the sun, gradually fading. UV light speeds up that process, undoing even the best cataract prevention tips if protection isn't consistent. The tricky part? UV damage doesn't have alarms. No sting, no redness, no immediate blur. Instead, you notice changes later: more glare at night, halos around lights, or a hazy film that your glasses can't fully fix. By then, many wish they'd protected their eyes sooner. Here's the simple fix: wear sunglasses that block UV 400 or 100% UVA/UVB. Add a wide-brimmed hat when you're outdoors, whether you're gardening, walking the dog, or watching your grandkids. This drastically reduces exposure, and for those already noticing cataract changes, consistency matters even more. A quick myth buster: cloudy days are not safe. UV rays pass right through clouds. Many specialists agree, the most dangerous UV exposure is the kind you don't feel. That's where healthy aging eyes can either be protected or taxed without notice. Think about this. Where are your sunglasses right now? By the door, ready to grab? or buried in the car. That little detail often determines whether macular degeneration prevention and glaucoma awareness are supported or undermined over time. And once you start thinking about protecting your eyes from the outside, another subtle issue tends to show up on the inside. One that many people dismiss as just irritation, when it's actually trying to send a message. Habit number 2. Treating dry, irritated eyes like a nuisance instead of a warning. Dry eyes aren't just uncomfortable, they're your eyes trying to tell you something's off. If your eyes often feel dry, gritty, or burn when you're reading or watching TV, you might brush it off as tiredness or the weather. But when this becomes a regular occurrence, it's more than a mild irritation. It could be a sign of dry eyes in seniors, and if ignored, it could even speed up age-related vision loss. After 60, your meibomian glands, those tiny glands in your eyelids that produce the oil in your tears, become less effective. This can lead to meibomian gland dysfunction, where the oil layer in your tears weakens, causing them to evaporate faster. You might not feel the evaporation, but your eyes definitely notice it. Research shows that regular eyelid warming treatments can restore the protective oil and help maintain tear stability. This is one of the simplest ways to protect vision naturally and slow down age-related vision loss. But it's not just about the discomfort. Chronic dry eyes can lead to blurred vision, pain, and even damage to the corneal surface. It's not just a nuisance, it's a health concern. The more frequent the irritation, the more damage can accumulate over time, making it even harder to protect against cataracts. What do people do when their eyes feel dry and irritated? They rub them, reach for random eye drops, or ignore the redness and crusting. Unfortunately, these quick fixes often make things worse. Rubbing can inflame the eyes even further, and the wrong eye drops might mask the problem without addressing the root cause. These daily habits harming eyesight often go unnoticed, but they add up over time. So, what's the solution? Start with a simple eye comfort routine. Use a warm compress on your eyelids. This helps the meibomian glands work more effectively and restore the oil layer in your tears. If you notice crusting or irritation, try gentle lid hygiene with a mild cleanser. Also, blink slowly and fully to help distribute the tears evenly across your eyes. Remember, watery eyes don't always mean you need moisture. Sometimes, the body produces excess tears as a way to overcompensate for dry eyes. Understanding this paradox can help you address the root cause instead of just masking the symptoms. Habit number 3. Staring at screens without blinking and calling it normal. This habit catches a lot of people off guard. Many adults over 60 will say, "I'm not glued to my phone like teenagers are," and they're right. But screens have multiplied. Phones, tablets, TVs, laptops, e-readers, even long stretches of scrolling news or video chatting with family. All of it adds up. And when it comes to eye health after 60, the eyes don't care if the screen is for work, fun, or socializing. Here's the sneaky part. When you focus on a screen, your blink rate drops, sometimes by more than half. Blinking is like windshield wipers for the eyes. It spreads tears evenly and keeps the surface healthy. When blinking slows down, tears evaporate faster, worsening dry eyes in seniors. Over time, this becomes one of those daily habits harming eyesight that feels harmless but slowly chips away at comfort and clarity. Why does it matter more now than when you were younger? Because the tear film becomes less stable with age. So when blinking drops, dryness sets in faster and lasts longer. This is why many people notice blurry vision after screen use and assume their glasses prescription is off, when it's actually the surface of the eye struggling to stay hydrated. The real damage isn't the screen itself, it's the chain reaction that follows. Less blinking leads to more dryness. Dryness leads to irritation. Irritation leads to rubbing. Rubbing causes inflammation. And before you know it, headaches, burning eyes, and blurry vision become a regular part of daily life. This cycle undermines healthy aging eyes and complicates long-term vision care for older adults. Luckily, this is one of the easiest habits to break. A simple rule that eye specialists recommend is the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. It sounds simple, but it gives your eyes a much-needed reset. Pair that with blink resets, 5 slow, complete blinks every time you pause a video or switch tasks, and you're already doing a lot to protect vision naturally. Also, try increasing text size, holding devices farther back, and reducing glare to make screens easier on your eyes. If your eyes feel worse in air-conditioned or heated rooms, it's not your imagination. Dry air and low blinking are a perfect storm for worsening age-related vision loss. It's worth asking, which screen takes up most of your time? Phone, TV, or computer? Just being aware of your habits can make a big difference. And once screens start irritating the eyes, it's easy to fall into another bad habit. One that seems soothing in the moment but leads to trouble down the line. Habit number 4. Rubbing your eyes, especially when they itch. There's something almost universal about the urge to rub your eyes when they feel tired, itchy, or irritated. It feels instinctive, like scratching an itch or rubbing sore muscles. But when it comes to eye health after 60, rubbing your eyes is a bit of a double-edged sword. It offers short-term relief but can cause long-term damage, especially if your eyes are already dry or inflamed. Here's what happens when you rub. It causes mechanical trauma to the delicate tissues of the cornea and surrounding structures. It's been linked to a condition called keratoconus, where the cornea weakens and bulges out over time. While keratoconus is more common in younger people, chronic rubbing can still lead to issues as you age. Even if keratoconus isn't a concern, rubbing worsens irritation and inflammation, making dryness worse, which then leads to more rubbing. It's a vicious cycle. The more you rub, the worse the problem becomes. And if you have allergies, rubbing can make those symptoms flare up, worsening the discomfort. These daily habits harming eyesight often seem like simple fixes, but they only make things worse. The deeper issue is that rubbing doesn't just irritate the surface, it disrupts the eye's natural defenses and accelerates other problems. It can make macular degeneration prevention harder or increase the likelihood of developing glaucoma awareness down the line. What's the solution? First, avoid rubbing at all costs. If the urge strikes, close your eyes and gently press around the eyebrow bone, not on the eyeball itself. A cool compress can soothe irritation, and lubricating eye drops can calm dryness without causing further inflammation. If allergies are triggering the itching, consult with your eye care professional for safe relief options. It's tempting to rub, especially when your eyes feel tight or tired, but by breaking this habit, you're protecting the long-term health of your eyes. A simple shift in your routine can make a huge difference in the battle against age-related vision loss and help maintain healthy aging eyes. Habit number 5. Not managing blood sugar and blood pressure like they affect vision. Blood sugar and blood pressure are often treated as heart or diabetes concerns, but they play a direct role in eye health after 60, because the eyes are packed with tiny, fragile blood vessels, especially in the retina, and those vessels are extremely sensitive to circulation changes. When blood sugar stays high over time, it weakens and damages these vessels, and when blood pressure remains elevated, it adds constant stress that quietly reduces blood flow where the eyes need it most. The problem is that this damage happens silently. There's usually no pain, no redness, and no early visual warning, so vision can seem perfectly fine while changes slowly build underneath the surface. That's why this is one of the most underestimated daily habits harming eyesight, since it doesn't feel like an eye issue at all until noticeable vision changes appear. Large clinical studies show that keeping blood sugar more stable significantly reduces the progression of diabetic eye disease, and research also links high blood pressure to a greater risk of retinal vascular problems that can suddenly impact vision. This is why true vision care for older adults has to include what's happening in the rest of the body, not just the eyes themselves. What makes this especially tricky is how normal everything can feel during the damage process. Many people only realize something's wrong after blurred areas appear, contrast fades, or details become harder to see, even though earlier adjustments could have helped protect vision. Supporting overall health turns out to be one of the most effective ways to protect vision naturally and preserve healthy aging eyes. Fortunately, perfection isn't required. consistency matters far more. Taking prescribed medications as directed, moving the body most days with something as simple as a short walk after meals, and building meals around fiber and protein all help stabilize blood sugar and blood pressure. Regular medical checkups make sure small issues don't quietly grow into larger ones. What supports the heart almost always supports the eyes too, strengthening glaucoma awareness, slowing age-related vision loss, and reinforcing macular degeneration prevention without adding complexity to daily life. And circulation isn't the only factor quietly influencing oxygen delivery and tissue repair in the eyes. Another habit shows up repeatedly in eye research, often underestimated because its effects feel distant at first. Habit number 6. Smoking, or regular secondhand smoke exposure. Smoking continues to stand out as one of the most consistent risk factors for worsening eye health after 60, not because the effects are dramatic, but because they're steady and cumulative. Smoke interferes with circulation, reduces oxygen delivery, and limits the eye's ability to repair itself, which creates a serious challenge for long-term vision care for older adults. One of the biggest issues is oxidative stress, which acts like slow corrosion inside delicate tissues, especially the retina. Research repeatedly shows that smoking significantly increases the risk of age-related vision loss, particularly age-related macular degeneration, a condition that affects central vision and can interfere with reading, recognizing faces, and driving as it progresses. What makes this damage so deceptive is how quietly it develops. In early stages, vision may still seem mostly fine, but subtle changes often appear first, such as straight lines looking slightly distorted, needing brighter light to read comfortably, or noticing a dim area in the center of vision. By the time these signs become obvious, the eyes are already under strain and recovery becomes much harder. Secondhand smoke matters too. Regular exposure reduces oxygen levels and introduces harmful chemicals into the bloodstream, meaning daily habits harming eyesight can also come from the environment, not just personal choices. Enclosed spaces like bedrooms and living areas play a much larger role in healthy aging eyes than most people realize. The encouraging news is that reducing smoke exposure brings benefits at any age. Circulation begins improving faster than expected, and for eye health, quitting or minimizing exposure helps slow further damage while supporting better blood flow to the retina. For those living with a smoker, setting clear boundaries such as smoking outdoors and improving ventilation can meaningfully help protect vision naturally. The eyes tend to reflect what the body is exposed to over time, and reducing smoke exposure remains one of the strongest steps available for supporting glaucoma awareness, reinforcing macular degeneration prevention, and maintaining long-term visual independence. Still, even people who manage their health carefully can run into trouble if one final habit slips through unnoticed. Habit number 7. Skipping regular eye exams because I see fine. Skipping eye exams often feels harmless when vision seems clear, but this is one of the most common reasons preventable vision loss occurs later in life. Eye health after 60 doesn't always provide obvious warning signs, and several serious eye conditions develop quietly in their early stages. Glaucoma is a prime example, progressing slowly without pain while gradually reducing peripheral vision. Once damage to the optic nerve becomes noticeable, the loss is often permanent, which makes regular screening essential for true glaucoma awareness, even when nothing feels wrong. Macular degeneration, diabetic eye changes, and cataracts can also begin without symptoms, advancing quietly until vision changes finally interfere with daily activities. Routine eye exams remain the only reliable way to catch these issues early, when treatment is most effective and outcomes are far better. Skipping exams doesn't cause immediate harm, which is why the habit feels safe, but it removes the opportunity for prevention. Vision care for older adults works best when it's proactive rather than reactive, much like regular dental cleanings that prevent larger problems later on. Professional guidelines recommend eye exams every 1 to 2 years after age 65, even without symptoms, because a single visit can evaluate eye pressure, retinal health, lens clarity, and early signs of disease. Scheduling these exams regularly becomes a powerful way to protect vision naturally and support healthy aging eyes over the long term. Clear vision today doesn't always guarantee healthy vision tomorrow, and maintaining independence often depends on staying ahead of changes rather than reacting to them. All 7 of these daily habits harming eyesight tend to feel small and harmless on their own, yet over time they shape how well the eyes function as the years pass. Awareness creates choice, and choice creates the opportunity to protect vision rather than lose it slowly without realizing why. Even small adjustments, like improving UV protection, managing overall health, reducing irritation, or staying consistent with eye exams, can support healthy aging eyes and slow age-related vision loss far more than most people expect. Knowledge only becomes powerful when it's applied, and vision is one area where consistency truly pays off. If this video brought clarity or helped connect a few dots, liking and sharing it helps others protect their eyesight too, and subscribing ensures continued access to practical science-backed guidance on health and longevity. Turning on notifications makes it easier to stay consistent with learning, just like staying consistent with habits. To keep building on this foundation, the next video on the screen dives deeper into protecting overall health as the years add up, offering strategies that support not just the eyes, but the whole body as well.